Good morning. Several weeks ago, I was approached by the Stewardship Committee to speak today on the subject of serve. And I accepted, and I'm going to date myself here just a minute, but the first thing I thought of and what I was going to say was, I'm going to go to Webster and just see what Webster has to say about that word serve. And there were several descriptions, but the two that really pointed where I should go: to do work for, be a servant, or help to. That really hit home with me. I thought it was excellent to kind of get the idea. I was brought up in I tell people, hard shell Baptist atmosphere, hometown here in Austin. And somewhere along the line in my early years, one of the few verses that I seem to have remembered throughout my life was, a Bible verse was Psalms 100, and it reads, "Serve the Lord with gladness, come into his presence with singing." And that has such a deep meaning to it to me that it stuck with me, except for 20 seconds ago. But to fill in the blanks a little bit here from my early background, when I was able to beg my college girlfriend into marrying me, she was a Lutheran. And so it was kind of a package deal, and been a Lutheran for all these years. But when Linda and I joined St. Peter's back in the fall of 2023, we knew the best way to assimilate into the congregation was volunteering and serving. It is the perfect way to meet members and build relationships, all the while serving the Lord. I currently serve on the Blessings Committee, which has brought such personal satisfaction in so many ways. It's given me the opportunity to meet, work with members at St. Peter's, along with St. Peter's schools, families, and with volunteers from organizations throughout the community. I'd like to tell you a story that happened just this past summer. Dennis Reed and I, on behalf of Blessings, we met with a group of educators, mostly counselors, at Marble Falls schools, to go over the Blessings program, get feedback on menus, that type of thing. And one question that we had for them was, is our program making a difference? And I wish I could have had a video then or a recorder. There was probably 10 or 12 people in this small classroom, and it was a resounding yes, just almost in unison. Man, you talk about just really, believe in vaccines or not, it was like a huge booster shot from above. It was great. And Dennis and I went out of there just kind of like, boy, glad we asked that. And it was so overwhelmingly fulfilling. And it's all because of the Lord and what he's provided for us, and be able to give something back. It confirmed that the program is making a difference in helping the children, all while glorifying God. One other short story. A dear friend of mine that's no longer with us, but for years he was a fellow church member. He was a practicing attorney, then became judge, and this man had the ability to always seem to have, not only was he highly intelligent, but I guess part of his training as well. He always had the right question to make you kind of just slap you. And I'll never forget one time, I don't remember if it was a Sunday school class or what it was, but it was some kind of gathering, And he said, there's one question that every Christian should ask themselves. Are you a practicing Christian? That's something we really need to all think about. I encourage you to search out the opportunities at St. Peter's for serving, as whether it be ushers, tellers, choir, handbells, participating in food projects, community events. There is truly no better way to serve the Lord. The Apostle Paul wrote in the New Testament, Philemon, which we've mentioned a couple times today in our scripture and Pastor Dave did in the sermon, and I pray that the sharing of your faith may become effective for the full knowledge of every good thing that is in us for the sake of Christ. I'll end with this. As a Christian, sometime today, when you're on your own, ask yourself this question: am I a practicing Christian? Thank you.